You guys want to know how to play so much better at console games like Call of Duty, GTA, any other games that you guys play on console? You guys can go ahead and get a pair of Fade Grips down there in the description. The link is down there, fadegrips.store. Go to the Fade Grips website and get yourself a pair of Fade Grips and use my code HYPE15 for 15% off of your entire purchase over there. Anyway, enjoy the video. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Dina Hype, come back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far. I know I have not uploaded in a good hot minute. It's been about a little over a week. I've been busy with some stuff. As you guys know, school is coming down to the very end. I'm just trying to straighten things out there so I can literally just focus on making videos and literally nothing but that. And eventually I want to actually start live streaming instead of making videos all the time, because I think it'd be kind of fun to just live stream and kind of interact with you guys while I'm doing that. But before we do anything for today's video, I want to go ahead and just tell you guys real quick, if you guys have not done so already, please subscribe. You guys will not regret doing so. Go ahead, just subscribe and hit the notification bell so you guys are always notified when I post a video to this channel. And please remember, if you would like, and if this video does interest you and it is pretty interesting for you and you enjoyed it, go ahead, hit the like button. It's very, very much appreciated. But as you guys can see by the title and the thumbnail, I am pretty much going to be reviewing everything that the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 trailer, the community release event, was pretty much talking about. So everything they were talking about that I thought was interesting enough to pretty much talk to you guys about here, I'm going to be pretty much telling you guys, kind of explaining it and just kind of giving you guys my opinion behind it and what I think about the new game, because I watched the whole thing whenever it came on, and after it was done, I went back and rewatched the whole thing again and was trying to figure some stuff out. Be okay, if this is how the game's going, how could the game go throughout its time? Is this game going to be able to last, and is this game going to be able to beat out Fortnite? But we're gonna go ahead and get to that real quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna start out with one section of the game and just kind of go through each section and kind of just explain things to you guys. So starting off here real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys now, any of you who are a campaign person when it comes to the Call of Duty, I'm going and telling you now, it's kind of sad, campaign is not going to be in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. It's a bit of a shame for those of you who enjoy the campaign. I love the campaign. I play campaign every single Call of Duty. I've beaten every single campaign for every single Call of Duty. You name a Call of Duty, I've beaten the campaign if it had one. I was just in love with campaigns, and now that this one doesn't have one, it's kind of not that bad, because they kind of implemented the whole things of campaign throughout the game in a whole bunch of different ways. And if this game lives up to the way they described it, if you guys watch the trailer and everything, their community release, if you guys watch that, you guys will be able to tell this game, the way they're describing it, is going to be so good. But that is kind of the way of the campaign. Next up, we have how I said Fortnite has been taking over. Well, now Black Ops 4 is pretty much doing Battle Royale, but the Black Ops way. They're going to be pretty much doing this not the way Fortnite has it. It's pretty much going to be a whole new type of Battle Royale. It's going to be pretty much Battle Royale where it's got every single multiplayer and zombies map from every single Call of Duty Black Ops series. So BO1, BO2, BO3, and now the BO4 is going to possibly be in the BO4. It's going to be all put together, pieces of the map, different little things, all going to be put together and pretty much all in one big map. Just like how Fortnite has one big map, it's going to be the same thing with BO4. And the weapons, the way that's going to go is it's going to be pretty much any weapon that you could think of in BO3, BO2, BO1, all going to be put in as the weapons, and it's going to be different zombie weapons. Pretty much as you guys can think of, the Thunder Gun, the Apothecary Servant, the Wonder Waff, anything you could think of from the past 3 CODs for the BO series, you name it, it's in there. From the way they described it, that's what it sounds like. And also, it's going to be pretty cool because it said you can actually use land, sea, and air vehicles. So it's a little bit of PUBG in a way. It's going to be the way how you could drive motorcycles and drive cars in PUBG. It's going to be the same idea for pretty much what they're doing, and the whole idea, the name of this thing, is called Blackout. Cool name, cool concept of the way it's supposed to work. If Treyarch pretty much nails this Battle Royale, I feel like they nailed the game, and it's going to be a lit game. That's as much as I can say. If they can make this Battle Royale good, then the Call of Duty will be back. Because Infinite Warfare, nobody liked. Modern Warfare Remastered, nobody really cared for it. Call of Duty World War II was supposed to bring everything back, and all it did was just make everybody bored and wanted to go over and play some Fortnite, and it's just not good. But moving on to our next thing, we're going to talk about some multiplayer and the way how it's been going. Multiplayer, the way it is there wall runs? No. Is there thrust jumping or double jumps? No. They didn't say anything about sliding, but I did see people sliding around in the game, and whenever people were playing at the event early, I saw people sliding around, like going up against boxes. Like whenever they were getting shot at, they would slide up against things. So sliding, I think, is still a thing. So it's going to be still that kind of like quick movement, but not really. Pretty much the way it's going to be is like things that you could do in the game. It's going to be customizable weapons. So as you guys know, in BO3 and like the other 2 CODs for the BO series, you guys could actually like put different attachments onto your gun, but like it was kind of the same attachments for every single gun. It's going to be different in this game. You can pretty much customize your gun to be completely different. So every gun is going to have like a different way of being unique in its own way. And it's also going to be a way that you can actually learn the game easier. So if you're a new COD player, it's going to be a little bit easier for you to learn the game and not hard. And that way, like the people who already know what they're doing, you can't just come in here and get shit on by one of those people. You can actually kind of get a little more of an advantage with it. Now, if you run up against someone who knows what they're doing, you might get beat in a gunfight, but it'll be a little bit easier than it was before, pretty much. So, this is actually the first game that can control and change recoil on weapons. So as you guys know, the Vesper in BO3, how it was like so, like the recoil was just so jumpy. You can pretty much control that now. You can pretty much bring it down a little bit. So the way we like to wait for Treyarch or Activision to pretty much change that for us, we can actually do that now. We can actually do that by ourselves. I don't know how the whole thing's gonna work. We kind of just have to like wait until like they kind of release more things as like the dates go on, up until October 12th, which is the actual release date of the game. So if you guys have not pre-ordered the game, go ahead, do so. Do it now, because I'm gonna be pre-ordering mine probably tomorrow. I'm gonna be pre-ordering my copy. And from what I've seen, they have not actually confirmed anything on like a digital deluxe version. So like with a season pass and everything, all they said that is pretty much available to order is just a standard version or a digital version, which I'm trying to like figure out how it's all gonna work, but we'll see in the future months. So, as you guys know, in BO3 there were specialists. They are returning in the same exact, they're almost the same exact names, but there's gonna be a couple of little things that are going to change. If you guys want to actually check out those little details that are changing, please go ahead, go to Call of Duty's website. Everything will probably be there, or you can check out some other websites. Everything, like all that info is probably out there, or if you did not, or if you watched the live stream, you probably caught it then. But all the same specialists from BO3 and probably some other things are there, and something that's going to help everybody out. As you guys know, in Infinite Warfare, I do not believe there was a thing called League Play, or ranked or anything like that, but in World War II there was something kind of like that like competitive players could play in there. And BO3 had a thing called, like, I can't even remember the name. I think it was League Play, but like pretty much BO4 is bringing something like that back, so the competitive players can actually kind of practice and scrim with each other just to be able to get better at the game. Coming up next, I have the zombies info. So pretty much the zombie info that I have for you guys is that whenever you pretty much like go into the game, say you're a new zombie player, you have no idea what you're doing, you guys can actually customize your entire zombie game to be pretty much the way you want it to be. So your zombies, whenever you're killing them, you can customize their health. Pretty cool. You can customize their run speed. So like if you want, so it's like almost like on PC how like there's mods and everything. Exact same idea. And there's also a new way of showing that you're the best. It's almost like a certification stamp, I think is what Jason Blundell was talking about. I don't know exactly what he was talking about. If I was at the event, I probably would have like figured out something, but I did not go to the event. I cannot afford to go out there. That is all for the higher up YouTubers. They will be pretty much explaining everything like that in the near future, or even Treyarch will be explaining something about that in the near future. Something that's actually pretty cool, that like if you are a brand new Zombies player, or you just never played Zombies before, you never really got into it that much, and you guys need some help, like you don't have any friends but you want to play with people, now you guys can actually play with bots or AIs. Pretty much like whenever you load into a game, you can actually choose if you want to have bots on your team, or if you want to just run solo. That's all up to you. I typically like to run solo whenever I play zombies, unless I'm trying to like do something with friends, or like if I'm bored. But whenever I play now and I want to have like people in there, I can always just put on the bots, and they'll actually go around. They will actually do work. Is what Jason Liddell was talking about. He said that the bots will do exactly pretty much what a teammate would do. They'll help you out. They'll pretty much tell you where all the other zombies are. It'll be just like having a friend in there. You can actually change the difficulty to hard if you are a veteran Call of Duty player, which is pretty cool. And if you are a new like Call of Duty player when it comes to zombies, you can actually bring your difficulty down to easy, which will make things, as it says, easier to play, so you're not struggling whenever you're playing zombies. Up next, I'm going to be going ahead and talking to you guys about the maps for zombies. There are 3 maps, and I'm going to go ahead and explain them to you guys from the very first one to the very last one. And the very last one, you guys, like anybody who knows zombies, like I swear to you guys, if you saw my reaction when I saw the last map, I cried. I literally started crying. But we're not there yet. We're going to go ahead and start off with the first one. The first map is called 9 with the Roman numerals X1 or like 1X, however it goes. And pretty much the way it goes is it takes place back in the Roman time, where they were conjuring up some weird spell, and they ended up in time traveling through time to Roman times, where the 4 characters are walking like into a cage, and they were like just stuck there. But they were dressed up as like 4 knights or like warriors, and there was almost like somebody in the middle of the whole like Colosseum that was sitting there with like a spherical, or not spherical, but like a circle like plate or something, and then something else. I forget. Couldn't really tell what he was holding, almost like a necklace. And whenever he combined the 2 together, it pretty much sounded like a poison that pretty much conjured up every person in that stadium to be pretty much turning into zombies, which was a plague that pretty much killed off tons and tons of people. And these 4 warriors pretty much had to end the plague and pretty much stop the whole madness that was going on, as you could see in the video. I don't know any other details behind that, but that's kind of all I got. That's what I wrote up and just kind of like thought the whole map is going to be about. The next map that we have is Voyage of Despair. And pretty much what this map is, it takes place in a time in the 1920s to 1940s, I would guess from the way it looked, where the 4 characters are trying to steal the artifact that caused the outbreak. But when they have the artifact, a man in a robe grabs it and the necklace around the girl's neck, I think her name was Scarlet, is what the name was. I think I have the names here. I wrote them down. The names are Scarlet, Bruno, Diego, and Shaw. Pretty cool names, pretty cool characters from the way they look. I feel like the game's going to be pretty cool with those characters. But as I was saying, it conjures the zombies curse, and once again, it leaves the 4 characters alone to pretty much have to save the world from this plague and kill off all the zombies again. And that was the second map. So the way it looks is they're coming out with 3 maps all at once, and then they're going to do DLCs, or they're going to do these 3 maps and then probably 1 other map, like if these are all pretty much the DLC maps already given out to us. The very last thing I want to talk to you guys about is, as you guys know from BO2, the #1 map that everyone fell in love with. If you guys are ready for this, go ahead, hit the like button. We are getting Mob of the Dead back. It's back, baby. Mob of the Dead is back, but they're actually renaming it Blood of the Dead. Same thing. The map looks completely the same. I'm going to fall in love when I am able to play the map again. But that has been all the info that I have for you guys. If I get any more info on the game, or if I can go back and just get a little more info out of that reveal, I will do so, and I will make another video on that for you guys. I have another video coming out tomorrow or Saturday. I'm not guaranteeing anything for that. That's why if you guys want to actually know exactly when the video goes out, if YouTube is working, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications so you guys are always notified when I post a new video to this channel. And also, if you guys will subscribe, you guys will automatically be entered in for a giveaway that I'm doing once I hit 1,000 subscribers, which is a giveaway of a $50 iTunes card, a $50 Google Play card, a $20 PSN card, a $20 Xbox card, and a $20 Steam card. But besides that, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for today's video. Remember, if you guys did enjoy, go ahead, hit the like button, and remember, if you guys have any video ideas for me to post to this channel, go ahead, leave those in the comments. Be very, very much appreciated. But without further ado, guys, been your boy Dean Hype. Have a great rest of your day. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace!